As I stood there, frozen in fear, my mother's anger escalated, her voice piercing through the air as she demanded I bring her more alcohol. The sound of her words still echoes in my mind, a haunting reminder of the terror I felt as she lashed out, her hands striking me with a ferocity that left me breathless. I remember running to the bathroom, desperate to escape the chaos, but even in that small, confined space, I couldn't shake the feeling of helplessness as I heard my father's weak pleas, his voice barely above a whisper as he asked my mother to stop. The scene unfolds like a nightmare, with my mother's words still ringing in my ears, "I'm not even going to divorce you, I'm going to get a broken wound," a chilling declaration that seemed to hang in the air like a threat. As the darkness closed in around me, I recall my mother's attempts to calm me down, but even her efforts seemed half-hearted, and soon she succumbed to her own exhaustion, leaving me alone with my thoughts, my heart heavy with the weight of her actions. The memory of that fateful night still haunts me, a constant reminder of the trauma I endured, and the seeds of revenge that were sown in that moment of utter despair. As I stood frozen, the sound of my mother's labored breathing echoed from the stairs, her weak voice calling out for help. But the words that followed were like a dagger to my heart, as my father's twisted manipulation began to unfold. "You're tired of Mom too," he sneered, his voice dripping with malice. "Dad will make you a new mom, one who's worthy of our family's wealth and status." The cruel implication hung in the air, that my mother's life was nothing more than a disposable commodity, a means to an end. My father's words cut deep, a stark reminder of the twisted world I was trapped in, where loyalty and love were mere pawns to be used and discarded at his whim. The sound of my mother's desperate apologies, I'm sorry," still echoes in my mind, a haunting reminder of the trauma that was being etched into my soul. As I stood there, reliving the agony of my past, the memories of your face haunted me, a constant reminder of the pain you inflicted upon me. The first time I saw you, it was as if my world had come crashing down, the sound of your voice, the echo of your laughter, still resonating in my mind like a cruel joke. It's been 2 years since my life was forever changed, and yet the wound still felt fresh, the ache of betrayal still lingering in every fiber of my being. I remembered the words, the empty promises, the shallow apologies, all of which now seemed like a twisted game, a comedy of errors, where I was the unwitting pawn. The irony was not lost on me, as I thought of Fernando Pinto's comedy talk show, where laughter and joy filled the air, a stark contrast to the darkness that had consumed my life. And now, as I stood at this crossroads, I couldn't help but wonder, would I ever find solace, or would the ghosts of my past continue to haunt me, forever trapped in this never-ending cycle of trauma and pain? The ghosts of my past continue to haunt me, and now it seems they're spilling into the present, as the dark secrets I've tried to keep hidden begin to unravel. A chorus of accusatory voices echoes through the halls. "What are you doing? What is this? How on earth are you doing your business?" The words cut deep, a harsh reminder that my carefully constructed facade is beginning to crumble. As I stand amidst the chaos, a student's innocent voice pierces through the din. "Teacher, do you like the gift?" A poignant reminder of the birthday celebration I had tried to use as a distraction from my troubles, but even that has been tainted by the toxic atmosphere that surrounds me. The art class rankings, once a symbol of my students' creativity and talent, now seem hollow, as the question hangs in the air. Beijing and I each got 1 2-point letter wrong, so why am I in second place? A seemingly trivial matter, but one that threatens to expose the darker truth lurking beneath the surface. As the boat disappears into the distance, the silence that follows is deafening, a haunting reminder that the truth is finally beginning to unravel. The question echoes in the air, who else is there, hiding in the shadows, waiting to be exposed? Are you there yet, standing at the precipice, ready to confront the darkness that has haunted you for so long? The mundane concerns of everyday life seem almost laughable now, as the weight of betrayal and trauma threatens to consume everything in its path, the forgotten umbrella left in the classroom, a poignant symbol of the innocence that has been lost. And yet, even in the midst of such chaos, there is a sense of liberation, a feeling that the darkness is finally being vanquished, and the truth is rising up to claim its rightful place. In the end, it is not the trivial matters that define us, but the way we respond to the darkness that has been lurking beneath the surface, waiting to be confronted.